Hi everybody, so we're going to play, well this isn't really a game, but I guess you could make it into a game, but we're going to be using our numbers for 10 or 10 frame counting mat, our Unifix cubes, which should pop up there, yep, and our die. And remember, when we use the die, we're going to pretend that the 6 is a 0, and we're going to use 1 through 5. So just remember that. And then also, you might want your whiteboard and your pen. And this is to write the number sentence once you build it on the whiteboard. But if you feel like this part is too much for you, you can just do this part. Okay. And I'm going to show you a couple variations of this activity. So that means I'm going to show you one, and if you're like, oh, I can do that, I think I could go a little bit harder, then I'll show you another one. So the first thing you're going to do is we're going to just try to add to 10, right? So I'm going to roll my die, and it has a 3. So I'm going to step back. We're not going to try to get to 10. We're just making number sentences. I am sorry if that was confusing. That was the other one. So I'm putting 3 on top. Okay. And if you choose to use your whiteboard, then you're going to write the number 3. And now you remember, we are going to be adding. That means the numbers will be getting bigger. Do you remember what that sign looks like? If you said it looks like this, you're right. That's a plus sign. So we're going to know that we know that we're going to do 3 plus something. Let's see what we're going to roll. And I rolled a 2. So I'm going to have it on the bottom for this. Because that really lets me see that it's 3 plus 2. And if you're using your whiteboard, you would put a 2. And then do you remember what sign comes after that before the answer? Is it this? It's an equal sign. So we're saying we have 3, and now we have 2 more, and that equals how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay, so you could wipe your board clean. Do another one. This time we have 5. And I just had 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And if you're using your board, you would clean it off. And what number are we going to put? We're going to do a 5. Go down, give him a tummy, put his hat on. And remember, we're adding. So we're going to do this sign. And let's see what I have. I have a 3. So I'm going to add 1, 2, 3. So now I have 5 and 3 more, or 5 and 3 is, or 5 plus 3 equals. Those are different ways you could say it. And I'll put my 3 around the tree, around the tree. Now I have the number 3, and I'm going to remember my little equal sign. And you guys tell me what it is. Are you saying it's 8? Great. Oh, I just rhymed. So I make an S, go around, then close the gate to make number 8. So you could just keep going back and forth with numbers that make 10. If you wanted to kick it up a notch, you could just go ahead and fill up your 10 frame. So now I have 10. And whatever I roll, I'm going to add to 10 to see what number I'm going to get. And if you feel like this is too much and you want to stick with just the way we were doing it, do that. This is what you're comfortable with right now. I just want to give people options. So I would start with 10 because I'm not going to roll. I just know that I'm going to have 10. And then I'm going to take my die, and I just rolled a 3. So where am I going to put these 3 Unifix cubes? If you said on the next mat, you're right. So now I have 10. Okay. So really a fun thing, and a thing that kindergartners are working on, is counting on. So if we know we have 10 here, We don't have to count this 10 again, do we? We could just say 10 and then 11, 12, 13. So we just counted on 10 and 3 more is 13. Now a 13 is not a number we've written much in kindergarten math. It's a 1, just like we have a 1 in the number 10. Then what number do you think is next? A 3. Okay, so then I would wipe my board clean. And again, we're going to start with 10, right? Oh, I rolled the wrong die here. And this time I rolled a 2. It's not really showing, it's kind of lagging here. There's 2. So I have my 10 and I'm going to add 2. And there's that equal sign. And let's practice that. We don't need to recount those, right? Because we've already said them. So we could say 10, 11, 12. And that is a 1 and a 2. Makes 12. So you could just keep playing that game. It would be nice if you played this for like 15 minutes. And if you start out without a whiteboard, eventually then try writing the numbers with the whiteboard. Remember, you can play the game where you're just adding numbers that would equal to 10. Or you could, after you've done that, you could try the next step, which is to put 10 on the top and then add on. Go to where you feel like, okay, I got this. And then do it a little bit more before you add the hard step, the next step on. I hope you have fun with this activity. Hopefully you can play it with somebody, and thank you so much.